Hey, Biba. Okay, so what are we working on today?
Okay, so you are going to help me get my life together. I'm working on this mini mind and I am trying to figure out my processes. Like, what do I need to be working on first? Because I want to do all the things and I want to make sure that I'm prioritizing the right things. And right now, because I'm so in the weeds, I can't even see like what I'm supposed to do next.
Okay, so I'm just going to ask you questions and I'm going to take notes on the back end so that I know exactly what it is that you are trying to accomplish and what your goals are, and then how the operations can help that. So, oh, and you definitely want to make sure there's a good onboarding process so that they know what to expect from start to finish.
I'm so glad that you mentioned that too, because I know it's not just going to be like come into the Voxer and we'll start working. So I'm going to need all the help with that.
Okay, and what about like this? Do you have like this a centralized place for them to get all their assignments so that they don't have to keep digging through their emails, or just like basically a source of truth? Do you have that anything like that in mind?
No, what I was thinking I would do was just send updates through Voxer, but I think it would probably be better if I also had a place that they can go to just in case people miss the message
Okay.
or I am unable to send it or they're trying to be a bit more preemptive about what's coming next before we get there.
Oh, I
So
love
that
that. I love that because then you can put in things like a link to the calendar, maybe. Yeah, like
right.
links to resources or videos that would
Hmm,
totally get
hmm.
missed because the chat, I can
Right.
assume, is going to be hopping. So, okay. Well, let's create a process map from this,
Mhm.
because then from start to finish we can kind of see what we're looking at. And the goal here is to make things as simple as possible. So this is iteration 1. In terms of email, because you mentioned that, do you plan on using MailerLite, your email platform, or is that still a little wonky? Thanks for walking me through that. This looks like a pretty simple process map as it is. I mean,
Mhm.
we are simplifying things where we can. So remember, anything that's in pink is are actions you have to take. And then
Mhm.
anything in green is automated. Anything in yellow is what your clients have to do. So I like that it's very, very simplified.
Yes.
So I actually haven't tested whether or not Zapier can do this.
Mhm.
So let me just double check. So I'm going to go into Zapier and play around so you can see what I'm doing. And then if it
Perfect.
works, you have options. Biba, I think this works because look, they have a option for you to put your first name, right? And then
Mhm.
depending on what email you want to send it to, that's fine. And remember, this is like there's like a send email by Zapier option. So just in case you didn't see that, let me make that go again. Oh, it's actually right here. So you just click email by Zapier, and that's how we
Mhm.
got here. So I'm going to delete this because you don't need two of those. And so I put in some dummy text and with some dummy data. So the subject line is whatever you want it to be. And
Mhm.
then here is the body text. And because I put it in HTML, it means that you basically put in the link wherever you want.
Oh man, this is
So you can go both
fantastic.
ways.
I can go both ways. Who
So
knew?
with that, what are you thinking? Like, which route do you want to go first so that I can kind of give you a task list right now so that you can get to work right away without feeling like you're having decision fatigue? Okay, so your action plan seems pretty simple and straightforward. So correct me if I'm
Mhm.
wrong. I believe you set up your Thrivecart checkout page first, so that you
Mhm.
can get all that tested, and then set up the Zap, and then write that welcome email in Zapier,
Mhm.
and then create that source of truth Google document so that you can put it in the email in Zapier. And I think you're using WordPress, right?
I am. Yes.
Okay, so in WordPress, there's actually a plugin called Pretty Link. So if you want that, you can make the link pretty and short. So it could be like your website.com/ limitless leader doc or something, or LL doc, something that was easy for
Okay.
them to look for so they
Yeah.
don't have to copy and paste that entire Google document.
Right. Right. Oh, that's
And then
perfect.
the last thing you're going to do is write the sales page. And it seems like your tech stack is pretty simple for this offer.
Yes.
Thrivecart, Google Docs, Zapier, Voxer. And that's
That's it.
it. Like, this is your offer, super efficient, super streamlined. We can always improve for later, which here's the second version. It's already ready to go the next time you want to launch a new cohort. So
Mhm.
this can get you going. You can launch the cohort first, and then we'll get some data after the 3 months are up so we can see where we can improve and just keep making your operations better.
Yay.
Look at this.
Oh my gosh.
Done
I'm
and
so
dusted.